Hello guys. In this video we speak about reported speech. This topic is very practical, especially for daily conversation. Okay, let's start. We can tell someone what another person say in two ways: direct speech, indirect speech. Direct speech. Direct speech repeats the exact words the person used, or how we remember their words. "I love exciting films," she said. Barbara said, "I didn't realize it was midnight." Indirect speech. In indirect speech, the original speaker's words are changed. She said she loved exciting films. Barbara said she hadn't realized it was midnight. "I will love you forever," he wrote, and then posted the note through Mary's door. Direct speech. He wrote that he would love her forever, and then posted the note through Mary's door. Indirect speech. "I need a new direction in life," she thought. Direct report of someone's thoughts. She thought that she needed a new direction in life. Indirect report of someone's thoughts. In indirect speech, we often use a tense which is further back in the past than the tense originally used. We also may need to change other words that were used, for example pronouns. More examples. Direct speech. "I love exciting films," she said. Indirect speech. She said she loved exciting films. Barbara said, "I didn't realize it was midnight." Barbara said she hadn't realized it was midnight. This table shows the changes for convert the direct speech to indirect speech. Present simple to past simple. Present continuous to past continuous. Past simple to past perfect. Past continuous, to, past perfect continuous. Present perfect, to, past perfect. Past perfect, to, past perfect. Be going to, was, were going to. Will, to, would. May, or, might, to, might. Can, to, could. Must, to, had to. Examples. I live in Italy. She said she lived in Italy. I am living in France. She said she was living in France. I lived in France. She said she had lived in France. I have lived in France. She said she had lived in France. She had lived in France. She said she had lived in France. I am going to live in France. She said she was going to live in France. She had lived in France. She said she had lived in Italy. I am going to live in France. She said she was going to live in France. I will live in France. She said she would live in France. I might live in France. She said she might live in France. I can live in France. She said Say could live in France. I must live in France. She said she had to live in France. These verbs help us convey the general idea using fewer words than in the original speech. Reporting verb, plus that. Reporting verb plus someone plus that. Reporting verb plus to plus infinitive. Reporting verb plus someone plus to infinitive. Reporting verb plus preposition plus ing, or noun. Reporting verb plus someone plus preposition plus ing, or noun. Reporting verb plus ing, or noun. Reporting verb plus someone plus noun. Number 1. Reporting verb plus that. That is optional. The verbs are agree, admit, announce, argue, believe, claim, complain, deny, explain, insist, reply, request, promise, say, suggest, think, warn. The example for this type is, the director claimed that they decided to make the changes 2 years ago. Type 2 is, reporting verb plus someone plus that. Example. He assured the interviewer that the company would continue to operate in the future. The verbs are, assure, inform, persuade, tell, remind. Type 3 is, reporting verb plus to infinitive. Example. He promised to do his best for his employees. The verbs are, agree, offer, propose, claim, ask, promise, refuse. Type 4 is, reporting verb plus someone plus to infinitive. Example. They urged the employees to stay calm. The verbs are, advise, invite, explain, tell, ask, persuade, insist, urge, encourage, remind, promise, warn. Argue about or complain about. He complained about the terrible food. Apologize for. The company apologized for causing redundancies. Insist on. The manager insisted on the staff. Complain to. He complained to the manager. Type 5 is, reporting verb plus preposition plus, ing, or, noun. Accuse of. They accused the company of planning badly. Advise about, or, remind about. They reminded her about the meeting. Advise on, or, congratulate on. He advised me on the deal. Blame for, or, thank for. They thanked her for coming. Type 6 is, reporting verb plus someone plus preposition plus ing, or, noun. Type 3, reporting verb plus ing, or noun. Verbs are, accept, admit, deny. Suggest. The director denied having financial problems. The employees accepted the offer of early redundancy. The last one is, reporting verb plus someone noun. He offered her a job. The verbs are, offer, promise, refuse. It needs to change other words or phrases in reported speech if they are reported at a different time from the original words. Today, to, that day, yesterday, to, the day before, now, to, then / straight away, here, to, there, tomorrow, to, the following day, or the next day. Next week, to, the following week, this, to, that. Example. He said he would see me tomorrow. Reported at the same day. He said he would see me the next day. Reported at a later date. Pronoun changes in indirect speech. For example, I like him. She said she liked him. I love my mother. She said she loved her mother. We use statement word order when reporting questions. I asked Mr. Nick how he was going to solve the problem. I asked Mr. Nick how was he going to solve the problem. To report questions with question words, who, what, where, why, when, how, we keep the question word. What has led to this situation? The interviewer asked what had led to this question. We can use if, or, whether. To report yes, no questions, pay attention that. We don't use question mark for reported questions. Are these cuts a result of Angleside's poor performance over the past 5 years? I asked if / whether these cuts were the result of Angleside's poor performance over the past 5 years. Thanks for watching this video. Please, if you like, subscribe the channel and comment on this. Thanks.